You're watching the national award-winning KGLE 3 Teen News with Braylon Curry and Keisha Hogan on news, Colleen Such on weather, and Jorge Antonio Becerra with your Eagle Sports Update.
Good morning, Allen High School. I'm Keisha Hogan.
And I'm Braylon Curry. Topping the news today. Last night, the school board met and officially accepted Dr. Barbara Irwin's resignation. KGLE 3 has been covering this ongoing situation since the news first broke. With more insight, we go live to Ted Jakus in the newsroom. Ted?
That's right, Braylon. Since we first brought you this breaking news, Dr. Irwin has accepted the position of superintendent in the Scottsdale Unified School District in Arizona. The AISD school board released her from her contract last night, and Dr. Irwin will begin her task of revamping the Scottsdale Unified District this March. I had a chance to catch up with Dr. Irwin earlier today to reflect on her legacy here in the Allen Independent School District.
What I leave, or the legacy that really we all leave, is the fact that kids came first. And we really worked very, very diligently and dedicatedly and with passion and courage to make sure that 100% of our kids in Allen, Texas were successful. Lots of memories, great memories. It's a bittersweet decision, has been. As much as I'm excited about looking at Scottsdale and the challenges and the opportunities that are offered for me there, I'm also sad to leave Allen. It's just been a phenomenal opportunity. We've done great things, great kids, great community, met some of the best friends I'll ever meet.
She described the opportunity as being tapped on the shoulder for a bigger position in a larger district and called the move a promotion. When the story first broke, we had a chance to speak to Dr. Irwin over the phone, and she said, "I'm excited and thrilled. This district is ready to move forward. We're going to rock and roll." Since Dr. Irwin came to Allen in 1994, she has made tremendous strides for Allen ISD, such as a 300% increase in extracurricular activities, the introduction of voluntary drug tests, an increase in student test scores that also includes an unprecedented 100% TOS passing rate for all seniors. She's also instrumental in the district's shift to focusing on technology as well as securing corporate sponsors.
Now, Ted, Scottsdale has been plagued with superintendent problems recently. How does Scottsdale plan to utilize Dr. Irwin in light of their recent superintendent controversies?
Well, Braylon, in a press release, the Scottsdale School Board said, quote, "We want to turn Scottsdale into the country's best education center. With Barbara Irwin as a leader, we can move mountains." It appears their decision to hire Dr. Irwin is based on this goal. What we do know at this point is that the decision to leave is final since the board released her of her contract late last night.
Well, thank you, Ted, for that report. Of course, we'll continue to keep you updated on the superintendent's situation as AISD begins their search for a new superintendent. Keisha.
And in other news, Allen High School opened this year with an emphasis on student safety. With all the new security measures around the campus, one would be led to believe that all security aspects are covered, but that just may not be the case, as reporter TJ Underwood discovered.
Just another normal day at Allen High School. But what if a fire was to erupt? Allen High School has not had a fire drill in the new building this year. Will the students be prepared?
Go out the door and down the back stairs, and if not, come down the center stairs.
Allen Fire Marshal Craig Gillis commented on the number of fire drills the high school should have each year.
It's one per month, and we recommend at least one more so that you test going to a secondary exit versus going to your primary exit all the time.
Students had varied answers when asked how many bells ring for a fire drill.
2. 1.
I have absolutely no idea.
I don't know, a couple in a row.
3.
I don't know.
I guess 1. I don't know.
3.
There will not be a bell schedule, or there will not be a certain bell. It's just our fire alarm, which you've heard many times when our smoke detectors were dirty and all that during the first part of the year.
While administration says there is no bell for a fire drill, the student handbook for 1999-2000 says something quite different. On page 26 under safety drills, it reads, "Emergency bells. 3 bells for fire. Leave the building." As you can see in the student handbook, information regarding student safety has been miscommunicated to the students and parents, and apparently has not been updated for the new high school facility. Under Allen Fire Code Article 13, fire drills shall be conducted at least once each month during high school sessions. The only exception granted in the fire code is during severe weather where fire drills may be postponed. Article 13 of the Fire Code also requires that records of fire drills be maintained on campus, indicating the time and date of the drill and the time required to evacuate the building. Mr. Sparks explained why all scheduled fire drills have been canceled so far this year.
One of them was system problem, two of them were systems problems, and one of them was weather problem.
Not only has Allen High School not had any required monthly fire drills, but KGLE 3 learned that Allen High School has not had a tornado drill in at least 3 years. However, the high school did initiate a duck and cover procedure during an actual tornado warning last spring, where in the confusion, 3 classes evacuated the building thinking it was a fire drill. The fire marshal also commented on tornado drills.
We recommend they do those quarterly.
During tornadoes and other natural disaster drills, students must proceed to the designated area. But most students and teachers don't know the designated area.
Get in the hallway and cover your head.
Wait for the class to leave and then go in the hall and get against the wall.
I'd climb under my desk.
Hide under something?
Is that you'll just basically be staying put where you are in the classrooms.
When I began this report, 98% of the classrooms in Allen High School did not have the primary or secondary fire exit routes posted, which is required by city law according to Allen Fire Marshal. However, primary fire exits have appeared across the campus this week, 7 months after the opening of the new high school. While the school is behind on safety drills this year, administrators assured us that they plan to have both fire drills and tornado drills in the next 3 months, and plan to have secondary fire exit routes posted. TJ Underwood reporting, KGLE 3, Teen News.
On a lighter note, the musical Grease recently wrapped up its run of performances this past weekend. If you would like a tape of any of the 4 performances, then stop by room B219. Tapes are $12 for each individual night and $40 for all nights. If you have any questions, please see Mr. Risner. Make sure you catch all the excitement of Grease the musical.
And attention all you outgoing and creative students out there. Allen High School is putting on their first annual Strut Your Stuff Eagle Talent Show. The show is set for March 15th and tryouts will be held February 24th and 25th from 3:30 to 5 in the auxiliary gym. So make sure you get out there and strut your stuff.
Well, for all you've been out there, you'll know it's pretty windy out there, and I was just hoping to see some sunlight. What do you have for us, Colleen?
Well, Braylon, it is going to be very windy. I'll be back with the weather after this.
Hello. Last summer, my wife and I bought a restaurant building here in Allen. We remodeled the interior, painted the outside of it, and we opened our pride and joy as Taco Walla. Mary Beth and I have been collecting Tex-Mex recipes for over 30 years. You'll find our taste and our quality to be comparable with waitress service restaurants, but at fast food prices. We make everything from scratch every day. Please come by and give us a try. Thank you very much.
This Friday through Sunday, buy one taco and get one free with your AHS ID badge.
As you can see from our live weather cam outside Allen High School, the winds have picked up this morning and are blowing at 13 miles per hour. Currently, with the wind chill, it feels as though it is 51 degrees. The current temperature is 64 degrees. Today's forecast calls for partly cloudy skies this morning and a 70% chance of evening thunderstorms, some possibly severe. The high for today is 71 degrees and the low is 61 degrees. Now here's your 5-day forecast. The rain should end by Wednesday morning with high temperatures staying near 70 through the weekend. A chance of rain returns for the weekend. Now back to you, Keisha and Braylon.
Well, Jorge, I hear boys basketball are gearing up for their playoff run this week.
That's right, Keisha. Things are really starting to heat up for those Eagles. I'll be right back with your Eagles sports update.
Cinemark at Legacy is now hiring. Wages start at $6.50 an hour. Work in such departments as box office, concessionist, usher, projection booth personnel, or Studio Eats Cafe member. Enjoy many benefits that include free movies, free popcorn and soft drinks, flexible hours, and scholarship opportunities. Apply in person at Cinemark at Legacy between Legacy and Chase Oaks in North Plano. 7201 North Central Expressway, Plano, Texas 75025.
I'm Jorge Antonio Becerra with your Eagles sports update. The Allen varsity basketball team competed against Rockwall in their district closer last Friday. Unfortunately for the Eagles, they came away with the loss with the final score of the Yellow Jackets 65 and the Eagles 55. And Will Elder led the Eagles with 15 points, and Brad Saunders followed with 11. The Eagles finish up their regular season with 20 wins and are headed to the playoffs. The Allen Eagle basketball team has had a strong year, finishing up 20-8 in the district and finding themselves in the playoffs for the first time in 3 years.
We got a lot of seniors back, and we've all been in situations like this.
It's getting an opportunity for all the seniors and stuff, so we just want to make it happen for them.
The Allen Eagles certainly proved why they should be in the playoffs, coming back from a 20-point deficit against Lake Highlands earlier in the season, and they won in the last seconds of the ballgame.
We've been practicing hard, getting ready for Rockwall and getting ready for the Rowlett too. We just been practicing hard so we can, be ready to perform when the playoffs come.
Well, Coach Brown has led the Allen Eagles to their first playoff spot since 1997. And for all these Allen Eagles, it's their first time to see playoff action.
This year we were in several close games, and the kids performed well. We won a couple of games at the last second, and they're experienced, so they're seasoned group. I think they'll do well.
The Allen Eagles will try to make history as they go up against the Rowlett Eagles at SMU Gymnasium on Tuesday for the first round of playoff action. Jorge Becerra, KGLE 3 Sports. This weekend, the wrestling team will send 3 wrestlers to state after they advance from the regional qualifiers. Whitney Houston will compete in the 145-pound weight division. BJ Whitwer will compete in the 140-pound weight division. And Brandon Villarreal will compete in the 275-pound weight class. And Daniel Stevens will be an alternate for the 250-pound weight class. The upcoming sports events for the Allen Eagles will be the boys basketball team going up against the Rowlett Eagles at SMU Gymnasium at 8 p.m. On Thursday, the 24th, the boys soccer team will compete against the Plano Wildcats at Clark Stadium, and the girls will host the Lady Wildcats at Ford Stadium. Both of those games for the JV start at 5:30, and the varsity starts at 7. Well, that's it for the sports. Make sure you get out there and support those Eagles.
Thanks a lot, Jorge, for those updates. Well, the students of Allen High School have access to a valuable resource each day. Our school resource officers. KGLE reporter Chris Beshirs brings us this special feature.
Allen High School Student Resource Officer and Creator Carl Osborne not only serves and protects the students at AHS, but to many he is a friend. When Officer Osborne created the SRO program in 1993, he collected the ideas of other schools' programs that worked, and soon afterwards, AISD had their first Student Resource Officer at Ford Middle School.
Actually, there's 3 different locations I call Garland PD, Plano PD, and Grand Prairie PD, and talk to people from their SRO programs. And then I put all those things together, took out the parts that I didn't like, and then combined everything else together and made the program.
Soon after the success of Officer Osborne, a second SRO officer was placed at Curtis Middle School.
Well, when it first started in 1993, I was assigned to both middle schools, Ford and Curtis Middle School. After a year and a half, another SRO came on board, Officer Lopez. He was assigned to Ford Middle School, and I was assigned to Curtis Middle School.
With a student population over 2,000 and a campus covering over 500,000 square feet, it was necessary to have more than one student resource officer here at the AHS campus.
Soon after that, we expanded in the high school. And now we have 5 SROs, SRO supervisor, and we have a grant for 3 more SROs to go into the elementary schools. So pretty soon every school is going to have an SRO.
Officer Osborne was recently named a regional director for the National Association of Student Resource Officers.
There's a National Association of School Resource Officers called NASRO, and what that does is throughout the entire United States, U.S. Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico, and Australia, Canada, they have SROs all over the world. Well, this gets a training all on the same level. I've been assigned as regional director for Texas, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. So I'll take care of all the training, get the state associations going, make sure all the SROs are trained properly.
Having an SRO program and Officer Osborne at AHS, the students, faculty, and community as a whole are greatly benefited. Reporting for KGLE 3 Team News, I'm Chris Beshirs.
And we'd like to say congratulations to Officer Osborne on his selection as the National Director of School Resource Officers.
And that's it for the news on Tuesday, February 22nd. I'm Keisha Hogan.
And I'm Braylon Curry saying, have a great day.